So following on from the joining of the granny squares, I'm just going to show you how to do a border. I'm using treble stitch, so UK treble, US double. So I've done quite a bit of it, so I'll just carry on and just show you how I do it. So it's a treble, so you're just going into the top of each of the stitches. Just in the very top, and it just finishes it off nicely. And then I'll just show you what to do when we get to here. You just keep going along. Oops. Just into the tops. And what we've got here is I have run out of yarn, so I'll just show you how I just add it in. So just yarn over as if you're going to do your treble, which you are, into the stitch, and then just grab your other new piece as if it's there, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and then just lay your work down, and you'll see the 2 tails at the back. So just tie a little knot just to secure it, and then you're okay, you can carry on, and then just weave those ends in when you've finished. So we're here, we've done that one. Oops. I'm just checking there. And we're almost at one side of the granny square, or in the middle of the 2 granny squares. So I'll just show you. All we do is, you're here now, and you can see that you've got that break there. So all we do is you yarn over, insert your hook in the corner chain space of this square here, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, leave that on, so you've got 2 loops on your hook, and then do the next treble into the next chain space of this next granny square, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, so you've got 3 loops on your hook, and then just yarn over and pull through all 3, and then that just brings it all together nicely in the middle, as you can see there. And it doesn't add any extra stitches in so that it starts to ruffle. So as you can see there, it's lying quite nicely and quite flat. So, and then you just carry on into the top of the next stitches, the next trebles, and that's all you do. And you just work your way all the way around. When you get to the corner, here, in fact, what I'll do is I'll just carry on, and I'll show you what happens when we get to the corner spaces, just so you know what to do there. So just continue putting your treble stitches into the tops, and I'll meet you back at the corner. Okay, so we're into the last stitch here, and then you've got your corner chain space, and you're going to work down this side of the blanket. So all you do is you put 2 trebles into this corner space, 2 chain and 2 treble back into that corner space, and then as you can see it just lies flat, so it's quite nice. And then you just turn, and I'm on this long side now, so you just carry on now, just put your trebles into the top of every stitch. It's exactly the same as it's the same stitch all the way around, just into the top, so you can see the stitches here, and then all you do is treble into the top of each stitch. And there you are, that lies nice and flat now. And just work all the way around the edge of your blanket doing this stitch. So treble stitch, and you get to your corner spaces, 2 treble, 2 chain, 2 treble, and don't forget, when you're working in between your joining of your squares, you're going to start your treble into this corner space here, and then leave 2 loops on your hook, work a treble into this space, and then work through all 3 loops. If you're not sure, just pause the video and rewind the video back to where I did it here, and that should help. If you have any questions at all, you can leave them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to help. So what we'll do next is I'm just going to add another shell stitch border around this one, just to finish it off nicely. So meet me back here when you've done all of the border. Okay, so you've worked all your treble stitch border all the way around your blanket, and we're on to the shells now. So what you're going to do, it doesn't matter where you start, so anywhere on whatever side, doesn't matter, just pull some yarn through, tie a knot just to secure it, go back in that same space, pull your yarn through and chain 1, and that just makes it nice and secure. So this is the shell stitch pattern now that you're going to repeat all the way around. So you can see here, this would be your next stitch, but you're going to skip that stitch and you're going to move on to the next one here. So what you're going to do is you're going to put 5 trebles into this stitch here. So 5 trebles UK, 5 doubles in the US. So it's literally what you've been doing for the border previously. So that's your first treble, your second one into exactly the same stitch, third one, fourth, and your fifth. So you can see the start of it there. So that's your 5 trebles, and what you're going to do now is you're going to skip this stitch, and into this next one here you're just going to put a slip stitch. So insert your hook, grab your yarn, pull it through and pull right through to the other loop on your hook, and there you can see that's the start of a shell or a fan, whatever you want to call it. So all we do now is you move on. So you're here, so you're going to skip a stitch, and in the next stitch along you're going to work 5 treble. So there's your first one, there's your second, third, fourth and fifth. You probably will be quite used to doing trebles by now when you've done a border. Your previous border was trebles, so and that's why I'm not going too slow. I just want you to grasp this this shell pattern, which is really simple, but it's very effective, and it's nice to just finish it off. So again, we're going to miss this stitch here, and you're going to slip stitch into this next one. So insert your hook, pull your yarn through and through again, and there's your second. And you're just going to do that all the way along. Even in the corner here, you just do exactly the same, you don't do anything different at all. So I'll just carry on and I'll show you how I go around the corners. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to miss your stitch here, and you're just going to slip your stitch there. Just turn it slightly, skip a stitch, and then you're going to work 5 treble into the next one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip a stitch, slip stitch into the next stitch, and there you have it. So it does lie really nicely. Just get rid of the blanket, the rest of the blanket. If you can see, it just goes round the corner. You don't need to worry about anything. You just take it right around the corner, and that's it. That's your repeat. So you skip a stitch, 5 treble into the next stitch, UK, and 5 double if it's in the US. Skip a stitch and then slip stitch, and that's your pattern repeat. So if you want to rewind the video and follow me along again, and I'll show you at the end when we've done the shells all the way along. And that's it. The border's all finished, all the way around, and I think it just finishes it off nicely. It's a nice easy border to do. What you can do, which I haven't done for this blanket, just simply because it's for Willow, our dog, you can block the granny squares before you start to join them all together, and I will be doing a video on that in the not too distant future, of just showing you how to block your work. It makes a huge difference sometimes. It depends what you're wanting your project to be and who it's for, actually, but it does make a big difference blocking your work. But for the purpose of this, I haven't done, as I say, because it's for our lovely dog Willow, and I'm sure she's not bothered about whether it's blocked or not, quite frankly. So I hope that's been useful for you, the border video, and if you tune in for my next tutorial, and if you wouldn't mind liking this video and subscribing, that would be great too. Thanks for watching.